In the quiet corridors of traditional banks, behind those imposing marble columns and beneath those self-important logos, there's a sound that's keeping bankers up at night. No, it's not the hum of the money counter. It's the sound of crypto mining rigs around the world running 24/7, never sleeping, never taking coffee breaks. But here's the thing. Our dear traditional banks aren't going down without a fight. Oh no, they're pulling out all the stops. And by all the stops, I mean they're finally realizing that maybe, just maybe, closing the stock market at 4 p.m. isn't the brightest idea in a world that never sleeps. Let's break this down, shall we? First and foremost, the New York Stock Exchange, that grand old dame of Wall Street, has finally admitted something revolutionary. People actually want to trade after dinner. Who knew? Therefore, traditional exchanges are now scrambling to extend their trading hours. Because, you see, cryptocurrency had this wild, crazy idea that maybe, just maybe, finance shouldn't stop when Karen from accounting goes home at 5. But here's where it gets interesting. While crypto markets are doing their thing 24/7, traditional banks are implementing what they call extended trading hours. Which is basically like saying, we'll stay open late, but not too late. We don't want to seem desperate. Let's look at what banks are actually doing to stay relevant. 1. Digital transformation, aka copying crypto's homework. Mobile banking apps that look suspiciously like crypto wallets. Instant transfers that only take 2 to 3 business days. And blockchain research departments staffed by people who definitely didn't just Google what is blockchain. At least I'd hope. As for regulatory adaptation, they're lobbying for crypto regulations while simultaneously developing their own digital currencies. Because if you can't beat them, regulate them, then join them. Picture this, a board meeting at a major bank discussing strategies to fight back. And Executive 1 exclaims, "Sir, crypto never sleeps." Executive 2, "Then I guess we'll just have to drink more coffee." But here's the bitter truth. While banks are trying to modernize, they're carrying centuries of legacy systems. It's like trying to upgrade a horse and buggy with a Tesla motor. The spirit is willing, but the infrastructure is weak. The real game changer? Stock markets are finally, grudgingly moving toward 24-hour trading. But they're doing it with all the enthusiasm of a teenager being asked to clean their room. Therefore, we're witnessing a fascinating phenomenon. Traditional banks trying to act young and hip. Stock markets pretending they invented 24/7 trading. Regulators playing catch-up with technology they barely understand. The irony here is delicious. The same institutions that once dismissed cryptocurrency as a fad are now racing to adopt its features. It's like watching your grandparents discover TikTok and insist they invented dancing. But let's be real for a moment, this isn't just about banks trying to stay relevant, this is about the evolution of finance itself. Traditional banks aren't just fighting crypto, they're fighting time itself. And time, as we all know, is money, which is now apparently also crypto. As we watch this financial evolution unfold, one thing becomes clear. The future of banking won't be decided by who has the biggest marble columns or the most impressive lobby. It'll be decided by who can adapt fastest to a world that never sleeps, never stops, and never asks permission to innovate. Remember folks, in the words of Darwin, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It is the one most adaptable to change. And right now, traditional banks are learning this lesson. One extended trading hour at a time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Do you think traditional banks will successfully adapt, or are they just doing the financial equivalent of putting a top hat on a dinosaur? Despite all of their efforts, one fact of the matter remains: the evolution is the revolution.